All right. So hello, everyone. Welcome. I hope you're all doing well. I'm Jackie. I'm the study abroad coordinator, and my specific country is South Korea. So I'm going to record this so you can all see this again after the session. So please save your questions for the end, and then I'll answer whatever questions you have. All right, let's get started. All right, so just a little bit about how it all works. So it's possible to satisfy degree requirements abroad. It's not required though. Study abroad students are more likely to graduate on time due to the academic planning that should be involved. So work with your academic advisors to make sure you have your courses all covered, everything like that. And like I said, the process right here. The process is to understand your needs with your academic advisors, so remaining requirements, department guidelines, things like that. Second, you'll want to research courses offered by programs. They're all different. And review course syllabi with academic advisors and formally petition the courses after you return. All right, and let's go into funding. There's financial aid, scholarship, and other resource options available to you to study abroad in Korea or any country for that matter. For financial aid, it does vary by program. Yeah, we'll talk about that more in the next slide. Like cost, duration, and your eligibility also determines how much financial aid you get or if you get any financial aid. So just make sure to fill out the FAFSA by March 2nd. And then, yeah, we will get you the maximum amount of aid as possible. So scholarships. There's campus program specific, national and international scholarships available as well. We have a lot of this on our website. You can look at and see which ones you might qualify for. Then we also have a scholarship essay writing support. They're usually winter quarter workshops and Oasis and a writing hub. So keep that in mind to really put you over the edge, so to speak, of the other applicants. So resources, like I said on our website, go to study abroad students, financial aid and scholarships, and you can see what we offer. And yes, Eduardo is a great financial aid counselor. He specializes in students studying abroad. So you'll want to talk to him about any of the questions you may have about financial aid and studying abroad. He's available for drop-ins that we have on Friday from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. All right. So these are the type of programs that we offer. I'm just going to give you the generals and then we'll narrow it down and I'll give you the specifics about Korea and the different programs we have. So the first type of program is the UC Education Abroad Company. This is UCEAP. We have, over 165 different programs, not Korea, but just programs in general. So UC system-wide, they're all over the world for UC credit. So this means your friend that's in UC Santa Barbara, you can also go to the same or use the same UCEAP program and go abroad and be at the same university. Then we also have UC San Diego Global Seminars. This is summer faculty-led programs for UC credit. So it's usually 5 weeks. Sometimes there's exception, but mostly it's 5 weeks. Financial aid usually doesn't work, but sometimes you can use a UCSD summer grant, unused federal and state loans from a previous year. We do have one South Korean global seminar that's going to be available for summer 2024. So you might want to check that out on our website if you're interested in a short-term program. And then we have UC San Diego Global Exchange, many departmental pre-approved courses for transfer credit, and financial aid is applicable for this. There's campus-based federal and state aid. Then we also have Opportunities Abroad Program, OIP. This is where we work for or with third-party providers. So if any of those other options don't really work, then we recommend trying an OAP program. They're more independent and you get transfer credit with this, so it's different from the other programs in that way. And then financial aid, only federal and state aid applies to this. All right. So now we get more into South Korea. And all of our programs are based in Seoul, so I'm going to be focusing on Seoul. Why Seoul? So it's the #1 study abroad destination for UCSD students. Coursework is in English for nearly all areas of study. Obviously, maybe if you're taking Korean language, it won't be in English, but that's part of the, challenge. And then Seoul has a dynamic culture with an incredible combination of cultural heritage, industry, food, fashion, beauty, art, K-pop. And there's an amazing transportation system that's easy to adjust to and figure out. All right, so we're going to go on to the UCEAP programs in South Korea. So like I said before, there's UC credit, and the financial aid that applies to this kind of program is state, federal, and UC financial aid. Costs, you'll have to pay UC semester tuition, and there will be UC program fees, and then there'll be personal expenses. Okay, so Yonsei, let's get into Yonsei University. This is the most popular university that we have an agreement with. It has the greatest space capacity, but it is the most competitive for spaces. So apply as soon as possible if you're interested in this program. There is a city campus in a bustling part of the city. It's one of the reasons why it's such a great university to attend. Course options are in English for nearly every area of study. There are internship options available, which is great if you want to get some of that international business experience or just international experience in general in the work field. And then we have 2 international dorms there, but housing is not guaranteed. So again, apply as soon as possible, be on top of your applications, and do that. And then, yes, there's a buddy program to help you acclimate to the culture. You do need a 2.85 minimum GPA. I wouldn't consider applying if you were lower than that because it is so competitive for this. So just make sure you get that. Transfers need to have completed 2 quarters at UC at time of application. This goes for all study abroad programs, but I thought I'd put it on there just in case. All right. So there is a summer school program with Yonsei International University because the semester program is so popular, semester/quarter. They use semesters, but it's quarters as well. Anyways, the summer program is unlimited spaces. The city campus is in that same bustling part of the city. There is a large summer course catalog, humanities, social sciences, and then there are still internships available in the summer. So it might be good to get that out of the way, so to speak, if you wanted to go in the summer. The dorm still, you only need a 2.0 GPA. So that's another positive aspect. And we do have an exclusivity agreement with UCEAP. So you cannot apply directly with Yonsei University. It's only through us that you're allowed to attend Yonsei University. All right. And then Korea University, the second best university in Korea, at least the second most popular one for UCSD students. Many courses in many disciplines. 70% of business courses are offered in English. And transfers have to complete 1 quarter at UC at time of application. So that's an exception to a rule. 2.5 GPA is needed. And yeah, there is less space availability for this program, but it's less competitive than Yonsei. And housing is not guaranteed, unfortunately. Okay, and then Seoul National University. This is the best ranked university in Korea. It's very competitive for just a few spaces. feel like I'm saying that a lot, but Korea is a very popular place right now to study abroad and just travel to in general. 400 courses are in English for many disciplines. CSE and business courses are impacted, so be aware of that. And you need 2.85 minimum GPA, just like Yonsei. And transfers have to complete 1 UC quarter at time of application. So by the time you go, you will have 2 quarters completed, but it's just at time of application, it's just 1 quarter is needed. Okay, so that was our UCEAP program. So now we're going to go into global exchange programs. This you get transfer credit with, not UC credit. Financial aid available is state, federal, and UC. And the cost you will pay is UCSD tuition and the cost of living in South Korea. This can sometimes be a more affordable, less expensive option. It is more independent, I'd say, than the UCEAP programs, but it might be worth your while if you're interested in it. The specific exchange programs that we have include Hanyang University. It's the #1 engineering school in Korea. They have business, social sciences, physical sciences. Those are also very strong. So it's not just engineering. There's over 2,000 course options in English. The summer lab internships are offered, so that might be a positive. Like I was saying earlier, if you wanted to do an internship in the summer to just focus on that. And then there's also the Seoul City campus, which is very popular because you get to be in the heart of the city and the country because Seoul is the capital of South Korea. Anyways, and we also have OAP programs. So these are the third-party providers I was talking about. We have a huge list of affiliated providers that we've worked with in the past. To see ones that we're not affiliated with, there's these sites, goabroad.com, IIEpassport.org, and studyabroad.com, and you can see different providers that offer you programs to go abroad and go to Korea, study what you want. You know, this is if it doesn't really, any of our other programs don't match up well for you. Then we have financial aid with this. There's state and federal. They usually work, but UC aid does not. So keep that in mind if you receive UC aid. Cost, providers will hand out budgets. They have budget sheets and they'll let you know the estimated costs for each program. Application deadlines do vary for each program. They might not even be close to what our deadlines are. So make sure you follow up with them if you're going to do it this way. All right, so applying for UCEAP, this is the first batch of programs that we were talking about. Applications open October 1st. The fall 2024 deadline for Yonsei, SNU, and KU mid-February. And then the spring 25 deadline for Yonsei, Seoul National University, and Korea University's late July, early August, and summer 24 Yonsei summer deadline is early February. Personal statement required 4 semester programs, so keep that in mind. And semester program priority is given to graduating seniors. If the applications, I think the applications actually open November 1st, so ignore this. But if you're able to open them, go for it. But it should say November 1st. I don't know why it says that. So, okay. Yeah, it's just that the slides are a bit old. Sorry about that. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, so applying for global exchange, spring 2024 deadline for Hanyang is October 1st, 2023. So that one has passed, unfortunately, as well as the other ones, as you can see. But the deadlines for fall 2024 are in February of next year, so you got plenty of time. Personal statement is required for semester programs. And the semester program priority is given to graduating seniors. All right, so next steps, attend a Get Started session. If you wanted more information, I kind of went over everything you need to know about generally studying abroad in the beginning of this, but it might be useful for you to get more information. There's also virtual drop-in advising. We have on Mondays and Thursdays from 1 to 3 p.m. And then on Fridays, we have them from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. And that's when Eduardo, the financial aid advisor, does visit. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for listening. I'm going to stop recording. And if you have any questions,